Today I'm going to be fixing Grandma's chainsaw. Yes, it is Grandma's chainsaw. Not my grandma, but the customer's grandma. So if you look at this saw, it's been sitting a while. It's got tons of cobwebs on there, dust, chains loose, just a whole bunch of hot mess. So I'm going to be going through this saw. I'm going to see what's wrong with it. I'm going to be servicing it, sharpening the chain, tensioning everything up, and getting it ready to use by the grandson. This is a Stihl MS 210 saw. Don't see a ton of these coming into the shop. Gonna be probably that 15 to 20 year old saw. So seen a little bit of use, but definitely worth putting some money into to get it fixed. So let's jump right into the video. I'm gonna get the saw serviced, cleaned, sharpened, and back out in the field. The first thing that I'm always gonna do after I do the hang cord test is to dump the fuel out. So let's go ahead and do that. I can already smell the fuel now. Smells like varnish, so I know we got some old fuel here. I want to show you guys what it looks like up close. Take one of my little vials here, load it up with some fuel. So not terrible coloring, but it does smell very putrid. So I know the fuel needs to be replaced, but we'll get that taken care of, and we'll also get the fuel filter taken care of. So I got my fishing tool with the hook on the end. Go ahead and reach down in here. So this end will sit right like that and hold it into place. Take this off, twist it back and forth until it comes loose. Now I'm going to dump in some Stihl Moto Mix to get it going. Next, we're going to take a look at the air filter and spark plug. Air filter is pretty dirty, so we're going to replace that. Pop it off here on those two tabs. Sometimes they get stuck on there, so if you have a tool, it makes it easier. Now I'm going to clean all the debris out. There's a bunch of debris on top of the carburetor you can see in there. So I'm going to blow the top, blow the bottom, take it outside here, and get it cleaned up. Now I'm going to take the boot off the spark plug, pop the spark plug off, get a new one in there, and get everything put back together. Sometimes these spark plug boots can get stuck on the spark plug if they've been on there for a while. So the easiest way to get them off is rotate that spark plug boot back and forth until you break it free. Otherwise, that contact spring can come off on top of the spark plug. I only use NGK or Bosch spark plugs for doing repairs on Stihl and Husqvarna equipment. I've had way too many issues with aftermarket ones and other brands. Here's a look at the new air filter. Let's see what the other one looks like next to it. Pretty big difference here, a lot of discoloration, a lot of debris on there. So definitely getting the new air filter on there is going to make it breathe easier. Now I'm going to pop the chain off, clean inside the clutch cover area there, and then go ahead and sharpen the chain before I put it back on. Pretty filthy underneath there, lots of oil and debris. I'm going to go ahead and take it outside and blow it off. Now I got the chain on my Stihl USG grinder. I'm going to get it sharpened. One nice quick tap with the grinding wheel cleans up the end, and you're not taking too much meat off the tooth. Now I rotate my machine around, get it lined up to hit the other side of the cutting teeth.
This is my second USG grinding machine. I've got it right next to the one that I do the cutting teeth on. This one is set up specifically for rakers. Now I'm going to dress the grinding wheel so that way I don't have any little notches in there from the rakers. So that way I can take them down and they're nice and even. This is how I tighten the chain, just hand tighten the bar nuts. Going to go through and rotate this to get any slack out of there, tighten these down just a little bit more, and then I'm going to rotate it again, get any other slack out of there, just give it a little crank to tighten it down some more, and then I'm going to crank those bar nuts down, get it nice and tight, and then I'm going to double check my work again to make sure there's no slack in the chain.
All right, got Grandma's saw up and running again. This thing was crusty, rusty, and it smelled really musty. You guys notice that? All that smoke popping off the muffler there? Well, the customer tried to start it with bad fuel in there. It got flooded. Of course, there was tons of fuel in the muffler. And once I got everything cleaned out and pushed through, all that gas was burning off on the muffler into that white smoke. Seriously, no joking, this saw really does smell like Grandma's musty garage. You just, that smell when she opens up the garage door and you walk right into her garage, that's exactly what this saw smells like. So I got it working, got everything cleaned up, got the chain sharpened, it's ready to cut some wood. So cobwebs gone, rust is still there. I dusted it off and it's ready to put back to use. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you guys like it down below and subscribe to my channel. I got lots of other great content on my channel of tools, tips, and tricks that I use in the shop on a daily basis to get equipment just like this working again and back out in the field. And if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you guys look at the description down below. I've got my Amazon affiliate links in there. You can support the channel through your purchases. I've got different accessories for this saw. I've got fuel, I've got oil, I've got air filters, spark plugs, whatever you guys need. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and watching the videos. So thanks again. Have an amazing rest of your night.